you're here. We're going to do a reading today, so let's open our hearts, open our minds, and let's just let some space in. We're going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot today, and we're going to be pulling an oracle card from Earth Magic, Stephen Farmer. Oh, this feels good. This feels good. Let's get my hands on these cards. Let's see what the message is. Okay, first card coming out is Queen of Cups, Mother of Cups. This is a beautiful card. It shows a real openness and an open heart to different situations. The cups, as you may know, symbolize feelings, relationships with other people, sometimes romantic partnerships. But I look at this card and I see a way of expressing deep care for others, deep compassion for others and for oneself. And that is what I'm interpreting from the Queen of Cups today. Let's pull a second card. Now, sometimes with readings, we can look at what the recent past, the current situation, and the ultimate outcome, potential outcome may be. In this case, I think I'm just going to pull a second card for a little more clarity on what that Mother of Cups, Queen of Cups might be representing here. So, this is interesting. We've got the Nine of Swords, and you can just look at this card and see that it seems a little bit scary, intimidating. I do want to point out the eyeballs here. This is not a traditional deck, but I really, really like the Wild Unknown for this beautiful artwork, and this card is no exception. So we were talking a little bit about the Mother of Cups. This is, there's some intuition, there's some insight, there's care. You can see here that she's reaching out, open to whatever these feelings are, gaining a real way of being open to other people's energy and also open to whatever the path forward might look like. So this was the first card. Now, Nine of Swords. What are we thinking here? I see that these eyeballs, the vision, it's another suggestion to look inward, to experience what my heart is telling me, and then after getting in touch with the heart, thinking, how does my mind want to interpret this? You can act through your heart, you can act through your mind, and I think that seeing any fears or hardships, or sometimes the fears aren't reality, but taking a good look at what those might represent, we can even see this as a way to put those fears to death. So despite this card potentially looking a little bit ominous and not really sure, what the energies around you are like, I feel confident that with this ability to look at and feel, experience, be open to whatever the signs are around you, whatever the messengers are, I think that that could really benefit the entire experience. So let's get one last card here. I think that I'm getting a pretty good picture of what's going on, but I'm also curious about how might it unfold, right? So let's see. This is beautiful. I just pulled the Empress. So, and I absolutely love this card. So let's take a look. So the Empress, I'm really getting Mother Earth, and I'm also getting a lot of nurturing. I'm getting some openness once again, even potentially if this is in the spring with new blossoms coming onto the tree, new leaves blooming, flowers in the spring, and we have the sliver of the moon, which the moon typically can be something that is feminine in nature. It doesn't necessarily mean your gender. You know, there is no gender in tarot, but real femininity, a real intuition. And again, this is just blooming and opening towards the moon, being open to whatever is coming your way. Beautiful card, beautiful card. So I feel that this is giving a lot of hope and optimism towards the future outcome. And I really like, and I'm excited to see what this challenge might unfold into. So let's do this. I'm having trouble remembering which card I was going to use for the Oracle today, but I think it's next to me right here. We're going to do Earth Magic, and let's see what we've got. This deck is really beautiful. You may be familiar with another deck by Stephen Farmer, which is I think it's called, I want to say Sacred Animals. It might be. But that one's really fun as well. And the Earth Magic is just an absolutely stunning deck. So let's see what we have. Oh, and this is beautiful. We've got Gaia, nurturing. Again, a lot of the femininity, and we've got the tree once again blooming. We've got the earth down here, beautiful sky, landscape. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And now that I'm looking at it not reflected, it's the goddess Gaia right there. Although I was definitely seeing like a tree trunk here, rainbows here. It can be whatever you see, and that might be a fun thing to do just in the future when you pull a card, especially, you know, some of the Oracle decks, the artwork is stunning. And a lot of times pulling a card, I like to take a look and see what my brain sees, but possibly looking at it in reverse or in a mirror could reveal things as well. We do know that when you pull cards, if they're in the reverse orientation, sometimes it will mean something different. And I think that looking at it in the reverse flipped orientation could also give insight as well. So with that in mind, let me open up the book to Gaia, and I'll read what it is saying in here for that card. Gaia, nurturing. Take a look. Earth Mother, Mother Goddess, Great Goddess, Terra Mater, and Gaia. She nurtures our bodies by offering the fruit of the trees, the greens from the earth, and the air that we breathe. She nurtures our minds through her awesome physical and dynamic beauty. And, as depicted in this card, by the amazing colorfulness and diversity of the world she's constantly creating and recreating. That's the cycle. That's how it works. She nurtures our souls by caressing us with her blessings each day and challenging us to be better humans through her response to our attentions and intentions. Now, it goes on here to talk about how important it can be to receive help. And it can also be difficult. Think back to childhood, perhaps, when you had a parent or a caregiver who was providing for you and helping you with everything from your emotional needs to your physical needs. And sometimes, as we transition in different phases of our life, we can find it hard to ask for help. You know, when you're even in your teenage years or young adulthood, you might not have somebody who can provide those things for you. Gaia will always provide for you. And if we ask, we can always find what we need. It's always going to be there. It's just important to have some openness and allow in the gifts. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take good care.